And we are live. What's going on, everybody?
Hey!
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to episode 37 of our main campaign. Not 35 again, because we had two 35s, according to my announcement at least. But we are the Sleepless Knights. We are D&D actual play Twitch stream and podcast. We stream Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. EST with YouTube release on Saturdays and podcast release on Tuesdays. As for announcements, we still have that follower giveaway going on. Follow to get entered into a giveaway to win any official Wizard of the Coast D&D Beyond or physical copy book of your choice. That was the longest run-on sentence I may have ever said.
It was up there.
We're currently at 113 followers, 37 left to go until we do the giveaway. So if you like what we do here, feel free to follow and get entered into the giveaway. Other than that, I think we are all pretty excited to jump in and learn the fate of our friend here.
Excited to over is I always say excited.
I'm excited.
I'm jazzed. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Everyone calm down.
Good
You'll
luck,
be next. I just want to check one thing real quick. Apologies. I'll go within 2 seconds.
Only because you
While
asked
we're
nicely.
waiting, do y'all want to hear a fun little fact?
No.
I hate fun
I would love to.
Technically, here's a fun little egg fact. Technically, the ocean is stew. And think about it, because it's it's technically got meat.
We continued
Technically
our
got
adventure. As you all found yourselves inside a ruined Elbador. Ren, with a crossbow bolt in her chest. No normal crossbow bolt. Oh my gosh, crossbow bolt. That's hard to say. But it actually, it was quite a large crossbow. The crossbow bolt.
Indeed.
Two massive ogre-like creatures. Well, at least one of them made themselves, appeared almost out of thin air. These creatures, ogre-like in appearance with thick trunk-like legs and limbs, and massive barrel-like bodies. They were odd, in one shape or another. Call to recognizing them to be fiends of some sort, but their face was made of pure bone and the skull, bleach white, with no skin or muscle to show for it. Protruding from the top of the skull were two large curved horns. Each one of these creatures carried a similar crossbow and a sort of dagger. For them, sword for you, just in the size comparison of the two. It seemed like they were after, at least Ren, and the soul touched is what it was mentioned during the fight, as they tried to use different means of their magical crossbows to paralyze some of you, capture others, and then at one point, both of them, what seemed like, detonated themselves, self-destructed, we'll call it. Even though that term doesn't really exist in Faerun at the moment. Maybe it does. I guess it would. Maybe
It does now.
It does now. They self-destructed, using what looked like a wrist pad of some sort, with these runes on it that they were using to not only detonate themselves, but to actually turn invisible and then reappear after attacking you. Without getting much information from whom they are, who had sent them, or what exactly they wanted, you were left alone in the decimated town of Elbador once again. With not many signs of tracks or where these two creatures may have come from, other than the fact that they had arrived either around the same time that you did or a little bit before. They seem to be experts in keeping themselves hidden or their whereabouts hidden, and how they came to and fro this place. Odd. Some theories were made about who may have sent them. Nothing confirmed. After the battle, you continued up the road, heading towards the grand city of Erebar, in hopes to reach your destination to not only, well, I guess a lot of different things. All of you sort of have some goal or another, and I shouldn't say all of you, but some of you have goals here, separate and joint goals, heading to Erebar. As you continued in a northern direction, you decided to take the more traveled path, not really along the river, but more trodden path that probably people from Erebar would use to travel southward, to places like Hardcastle and farther south, maybe even to reach the large rivers and lakes that are to the south, or even to the mountain ranges. It house many creatures like in societies like dwarves and some men and elves towards the south as well. Things got a little bleak during your first night of camping as you finally got to a point in the road where the decimated forest of the Chondawood was beginning to kind of reclaim its territory. The trees all laid down in one similar direction, either pushed over, blown over, some sort of some theories were made, maybe even a dragon had done this, caused the trees to fall, and all one what looked like a northern direction as well. The forest decimated inward for miles. Well, a mile or two. But slowly, the forest came to an angle where it was almost parallel to the road. Falcon, as she does during the night, set up the dome, as she normally does, with the opaque black exterior. You guys decided to give it a little bit more comfortable inside the dome, and even though it normally is comfortable temperature-wise, you set up a fire, and a few different things happened. Some conversations were had about what you might encounter in Erebar and what you had encountered previously. Isaiah, you had an idea that kind of sparked in your mind of an interesting pouch that you were going to gift to one of your party members, hopefully. And in crafting it, you used the hide of the nightmare, the dark dragon that you had fought in the Underdark, but a few days ago, and a few melted gold pieces. And you had the idea, but you had no real sense of how to make it work. And it seemed odd, because Ook seemed to know how to make it work. You've never seen him do something like this before, and actually removing a piece of the chaos within him and imbuing it in the pouch to put the finishing touches, we'll say, on your creation. During one of the night's watches, our friend Dorn & Co., or Castus, whatever you would like to call him, decided to take a night stroll. And as he did, as he stepped out of the dome, things turned cold. In the distance, you saw two massive figures walking through the ruined forest of the Chondawood, dark and slender creatures, standing probably 13 or more feet tall. It's hard to tell from this distance. Walking with no sound, almost as if a long shadow was being cast over the forest. The creatures themselves having heads of what looked like... I'm just picking on you, man. This guy here, he hits his mic and then he drops everything in his desk. That was just...
It was me
just
opening my dice, and I just missed the table by a bit.
Sorry.
Right?
These creatures with ram-like heads and horns and these glowing red eyes. A daunting sight and a fearful one. And as you turned to go back into the dome, you saw it begin to freeze from the outside in. And when you looked up, you saw nothing 2 glowing red eyes, and a long, shadowy hand reach out and touch you. That was the last thing you remembered. Inside the dome, Dornan returned to Isaiah, feverishly still working on his pouch, and Falcon, lazily as she does, taking her watch. Dornan, seeming himself, other than him being a little bit off, having a headache and not feeling too well, went to sleep. As a little bit more conversations were being had, an event happened when the flame that you had burning turned to nothing but burning embers and went out. And the dome itself from the inside this time began to freeze. And in a panic, you began to wake your party members. I think Redrick, you were the one to spot the creatures outside of the dome. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep.
The same creatures that our friend Dornan had seen. As you all woke in a panic, you tried to wake your companion Dornan only to find him unmoving and unresponsive. Doing the best you could to see what was wrong with him, Belkin determined that Dornan had passed. His skin pale, dark veins running up his neck and his arms. His eyes cold and lifeless. What to do next is still to be determined. It was then when Dornan you woke. Free of all clothing, gear, and landing on a small inch of water, surrounded by black. A bright blue glow from behind you, lowering you gently into this pool of water. And as that light was diminished, one other appeared, and in the distance you saw a scale, leaning heavily to one side. That is where we are going to continue our session. You look out, Dornan, into the distance. You see this scale, aglow amidst the darkness. Not sitting upon anything, but as if it floats. You have this general instinct to go towards it, but you stop. You look around you. You perceive nothing but the cold mist exhaling from your mouth as you breathe, slowly. You look down at your skin, and it is pale and cold looking. For a moment, you are shocked. You feel no warmth, you feel no cold. The water beneath your feet, as you begin to take that step forward, makes no sound. It causes no ripple. Just a minor movement that shifts under the light weight of your feet. You remember the times where you finally sprouted your wings. You took flight. That weightless, free feeling also belongs in this space. You feel the same. In front of you, As you stand there looking out at the scale, probably 60 feet or so away from you, something passes by you. As it floats next to you, an orb of sorts, except it seems transparent and gray within the darkness. It floats towards the scale. And another one.
Can I try to grab grab it out of the air?
Sure. You reach out. As you do, almost like you're catching a small firefly or something, your fingers pass right through it. And it reforms. And it continues its travel. Try to keep your eyes on the ones that begin to pass you as 1, 2, 3, 4, countless amounts of these tiny little gray orbs land like grains of sand on the scale. Tink, tink. Not on the side that is already weighed down, but the side that has nothing on it. And slowly, as you stand there and watch, even from this distance, you can see the scale begin to balance.
Can I look around and see if I can see the source, like where these are coming from?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Okay. Perception. As a 16.
You begin to look around and nothing but black. You look behind you. These gray orbs almost look like stars until they pass you. You're almost like on a road for these little gray orbs to journey upon. As one by one,
I'll just call out for my party, for everyone. I was like, Redrick, Calder, Ren,
as
anyone?
you yell, you find no voice. You try and you try, but nothing comes out. Then you hear a voice.
It is now time for your soul to be judged.
It's at that point you look down, you see a glow inside your chest. And exiting from your chest, small gray orb. And you collapse. Vision. As you see this orb begin to float. And as it's about to land on the side that is now balanced, it stops and hovers.
What is the meaning of this?
You hear booming around you. It's at that point you see the soul turn around and return to you. You see it float above your unblinking eyes for a moment before it you feel breath in your lungs again.
Step forward.
All right, I will climb up very uneasily And hesitantly, I will move forward towards the scale.
You get closer and closer, and as you do, you realize that the scale is actually a lot farther than what it seems. And you walk. And you walk. And you continue to walk in silence until it feels like almost a lifetime. You see the scale begin to get larger, larger, and larger until you get close enough to notice that you were truly a great distance away. Perception odd. The scale now stands in front of you, almost the size of a grand tree, standing high into the air and as wide as a canopy. You can see small orbs of gray tink, land on one side as a scale gets tipped, and another tink, land on the other as a scale balances. And one by one, these little orbs land. The scale always balancing.
No one escapes judgment. Death is but a part of life. Fear it not. Evade it not. And view it not as evil. To fear death delivers you into the hands of those who can bring death down upon you. You will die with dignity, neither raging nor seeking to embrace undeath. Do honor to the dead, for their strivings in life brought Faerun to where it is now. And to forget them is to forget also where we are now and why. It is time for judgment. Do you deem your good or your deeds honorable and good, or indecent and evil?
I try to speak now. Can I try to make a sound?
You do. You.
This is a mistake. I'm not supposed to be here. I was just in the woods. That's all. I'm not supposed to be here.
Sir, or judgment will be cast upon without hearing.
I tried to do as much good as I could. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I just wanted to keep people safe and just try to do good. So I guess I did good. They were honorable.
Are these your final words?
If I have to die, just let it be known for whatever record there is. Just try to be a good man.
you are already dead, Dornan, son of Tyrion. Do you deem yourself good or evil?
Good.
That is unfortunate. For in my realm, neither good nor evil. Death is death. All souls in my city are one, living in a symbiosis. Good nor evil, you are dead.
It's at that point you see someone step from without or from within the darkness, right underneath the scale. A figure clothed in all purple, a robe immaculately simple, dark and deep, except for the trim. This beautiful light, almost glowing like purple. These golden and silver threads. You see gray hair draped down the figure's chest and amongst his shoulders, underneath from underneath the hood. And you see a silver mask. Pale eyes from within the sockets.
Your judgment has been heard.
The character walks up to you. You try to get a sense of who this man or being is, but it's hard. He doesn't give off much other than his physical presence. It's almost as if a puppet stands in front of you and being directed by a puppeteer.
Before your soul is taken, I warn you that the journey you and yours are on is an impossible one. And whom you seek will bring destruction to us all. A mere mortal like yourselves and your friends that you left in that dome. Are nothing but mere specks of dust amongst the winds, always moving. Do you know, Dornan, son of Tyrion, whom you are seeking?
We're following after a being we called Sloan. He's trying to gather the pieces of Cyric. We need to stop him. He's going to destroy everything if we don't.
Even I could not do that. What makes you think that you even stand a chance? The god of
I don't know.
chaos is above us all.
I don't know if we'll stop them, if we'll stop all of this. Someone has to try. Can't just let everything fall apart. Someone has to stand up against this.
Foolish effort. But you have been judged, and your soul is mine. Since I have failed in my own, I give you this task. You will find Siric's soul. You will destroy it. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. How do we destroy something like that?
I can offer no guidance. But I warn you, and you alone, that once this task is complete, you will return to me. For you are mine, part of my city. Sirik, the ones you mortals call the God of Chaos, is known well to me. Once killed a very beloved friend of mine. Trapped my soul in the sword he now carries. In the sword that you saw your friend Sloane carrying. God's Bane. Bring me the sword. And the soul, so I may enact my revenge. This you must do.
It's at that point when you feel a deepness in your chest, as if all of the breath has escaped you, and you feel cold.
No matter good or evil, your soul is mine. I can call upon it when I wish.
And you see, from outside of your chest again, lands in his hand.
What should I call you?
Call me Kelemvor.
And if I were to fall again?
And you will return here and become part of my city.
Okay.
This task I issue you must always be followed. You have no choice. I am choosing for you. You are no longer the Dornan that you once knew. Do you understand? You are mine. You have been judged. If you go against my wishes, you will be deemed the faithless. And your soul will vanish from ever, or forever.
Guess I don't have a choice.
Good.
At that point, you see him step back into the shadow.
You will cast aside any beliefs that you once had in any other deity. From this point forward, you are the servant of the god of death. You will cast my judgment where I deem it need to be cast. If any others interfere, your task has failed, and you will be returned here. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Good. It is yet to be determined when you shall return. But is it until I deem it so? Think upon your actions. Going forward. Cast aside any connections that you may still have. For they do not matter. Because you are mine. As is your soul. As is your life. You are dead, Dornan Co., son of Tyrion. And death is mine to conquer.
The rest of you. Where did we low off? You guys were in a panic, am I correct?
That's about right.
Trying and failing
It's
to revive him.
Redrick just has his arms on fire and is at the edge of the dome, just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go get that thing. Just start like clawing through the ice.
I mean, it's easy to break. You begin to just push through, and it's thin. It's not even more than just thick condensation. As you begin, you can see it kind of melt as you put your claws through it.
Sure, I'm gonna open up a hole.
I'm gonna grab the back of his hoodie and be like, wait! We don't even know how he died. You can't go out there.
It had to have something to do with the 30-foot tall things that are walking away through the forest.
Yeah, probably. And then he came back in the dome and laid down and died. He didn't even know what happened to him.
So we're just gonna sit here and do nothing? What's the plan?
The plan is not to go outside and die. I'll turn and look at the others like, what's going on?
He's not responding to anything.
I'm gonna try to make a connection to him.
To Dornan,
Yeah.
no connection made.
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Well, I'm waiting for a better idea.
What are the beings outside doing?
They continue to walk in what looks like a northeastern direction.
Are they moving fast?
Long strides for a 30-foot beast, right?
Hey, can you call Addie? Maybe she knows what they are. Maybe she can give us advice.
Call Cade.
Arcade, yeah, maybe?
It's his fucking job to protect this kid. He knows people. Maybe he knows somebody who can help.
I don't... Okay. Anything in specific, or just anything to ask?
Tell him his charge is dead and we need him here now.
Okay. This is the last time I can do this today. Oh, I gotta sleep. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Sending at level 4. Cause it's the last one that I can cast it at. I'm gonna be casting Sending to Kate Snow.
Okay.
This is in common. Hi, Cade. Bit of trouble. Your charge. Castus, Dornan is dead. Super tall things. We're in the dome. There's ice and snow.
3 more.
I wasn't really counting the
I got, you got
words.
3 more. You got 3 more. If you want them.
Please come now.
Respond fast.
Bye.
Oh, there's still one more word.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I thought you said 2.
I'll just kind of, since he's not responding at this point, I'll kind of pick up Castus's head and just kind of cradle him and wait.
And to that point, you do hear a response. Eggball. Oh. That is unfortunate. News. I'm sorry to tell you I'm quite busy at the moment. Could you call me another time?
He made a lot of more lower sounding grunts and said he's busy and asked if he could come by later.
So much for promises to his fucking friend. Right, who's got the map?
Do we have a map?
Does anybody have? Who knows the layout of the land best? Isaiah?
We're like an hour out of Erebar. It's not that. I mean, not an Erebar. Fucking Elder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
no.
We got real far.
Too soon.
Nearest town with a holy person.
Would have been Elberter.
Other than the one that's burnt to the fucking ground, Redrick.
Would I know of
would
any towns on the
probably
way?
know, yeah, but
Between
Other than
Erebar and Elberter?
small like farming villages on the way to Erebar, there isn't a major town from here to there, unless
What's
you
the
head east
closest one?
or west. I can look it up. Let me see.
I
roughly
have this map up.
We're roughly like 9 or 10 days out of Erebar. Is that right?
Yeah. If you would continue in that direction, I mean, it sort of is Erebar. You could head more of a northeastern direction and head to a city called Musa, which is a very small a city that was not recently abandoned, but abandoned a long time ago.
Do we know if
What?
there's divine magic in
But it's
Erebar?
similar. But
That
it's
was my question.
similar. Give me a. I don't know what kind of check to give that. Actually, just give me a. Give me. Nice.
Little echo there.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
At
am I?
first-
At first, I thought
I
it was me.
me.
Yeah. So, go ahead and just give me either a religion check. Actually, make it a religion check.
Okay.
Can I make this
Can
since I
can
live
she have
there?
advantage?
You can make it Redrick if you'd like, and Isaiah also.
Yeah, I don't know shit. Yeah, that's
If you
an
want
8.
to, it's up to you.
14.
Would you even be carrying at this moment, Isaiah?
Isaiah is
Gotcha.
like
Gotcha.
gone.
Gotcha.
Especially with the conversation earlier. Right now, he is not home.
As far as you know, there are churches in Erebar. Whether or not they participate in divination magic or holy magic in any way, you're not sure. So,
Closest town's Erebar. It's what, 9-10 days out, we said?
Fuck.
The fire goes
you
out. It
could
only lasts
head
for a minute.
west if you could find a way across the river to Orpentar. Still quite a distance, though. It's almost the same journey.
Well, as far as resurrection magic, Orpentar would be the best bet then, if it's about the same distance.
I think so. I don't remember any divine magic in Erebar. I don't really know, but I mean, people came to my mom because there weren't healers.
I mean, there's churches. Can't say I ever went to any of them.
How close are we to morning?
Pretty close. Probably an hour or two, and then it would be daylight, like full on daylight.
All right, we got.
You guys got a
No.
long rest, by the way. I'm just
Oh, we
gonna
did.
count it as that. Yeah, apologies.
Oh, okay.
Great.
That's
huge.
good to know. That
Yeah.
changes.
I just want to ask. So the fourth level sending that I just cast, does
That'd
that
be
go
the
to...
beginning of the day, so it would be after your long rest.
Okay. I'm cool
I was
with that.
counting the last watch as being the end of your long rest. I know I
Could
said
he
it
bump
wasn't.
that
but-
down to a third level?
Sure,
If
go
that's-
ahead. If you, actually, you know what, Liam, go ahead and use it as the day before, because I told you guys you didn't get a long rest. I'll be generous.
Hey,
Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great.
what a magnanimous DM.
What a guy.
All right, I know it's fucking early, and I'm sure everyone's still tired and hungry, but I'll pick up Castus and put him over my shoulder. We're moving. I'm gonna stand up. Which way's Orpentar?
Across the river.
Follow the river. It's that easy.
I'm gonna look and see the beings. Are they still in sight?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 22.
22. As you look out to where Redrick had pointed them out, you do see something. You see them just about to crest into the forest before the sun peeks over on the horizon. And as it hits these creatures, they vanish.
They're gone. The sun. They're gone.
Maybe that's what Cade was talking about in Erebar.
Maybe.
Those things
Let's
are
go.
walking around Arabar.
Or originated there. Don't know.
Fuck. I'm just gonna throw
Maybe.
something. I just need to throw something.
What would you like
Ren.
to throw,
I don't
Redrick?
know. The little the cup.
The cup.
Yeah.
Ding,
It's
ding,
a
ding,
wooden,
ding.
like, mug, just like,
I
fuck.
carved that cup. What are you doing? It took me
Sorry,
like 2
Ed.
hours.
We were right there when he came and laid down. At
At this point, you see the dome kind of melt around all of you.
You said we had to cross the river?
If you would go to Orpentar, it's a direct western route, and yes, you would have to cross the river.
Ren, I need
You
your
like-
eyes. We gotta find a ford.
All right, let's go.
By the way, you are carrying a lifeless body, so dead
man.
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you will be moving slow
And-
at a slow
That's
pace.
fine. I'm gonna, if I can,
Holder.
I'll take my backpack off and see if I can. Isaiah, do you think Ook could carry this for a bit, just so I can?
I got it. Here. I'll just
Thank
take
you.
it and throw it over my other shoulder.
Castus, I'll kind of put on like both shoulders a little bit, like fireman carry, and I'm just gonna walk up in front of Isaiah and get close. Hey, I know what this is doing. I get it. I'm there. We gotta move. We gotta get in it. The only way this gets better is if we act. I need you with me.
We just plan to march to Orpentar with a dead body on our back.
And you're goddamn right we do. Unless you got a better fucking option.
No.
We have coin, they have priests. That's how these things work, right? Come on.
Find a crossing.
We'll make our way towards the river.
It's still going to be just as long as heading towards Arabar.
Yeah, but we don't know if Erebar has magic like that. We don't know the rules. Unless you recall.
I know they have holy people in places.
You gotta be more specific, Isaiah.
Is divine magic legal or not?
Do I remember?
Go ahead and give me at Airbar. Go ahead and give
Yeah.
me his religion check.
Yeah, 11.
You're not sure. I will tell you, it's about 80 to 90 miles until you reach the river itself. You're heading into a direct path towards Orbitar. Finding a way across the river into Orbitar is another 60 miles from that, actually. It's about 158 miles to Orbitar's directly.
You said it's about the same distance as Erebar, yeah?
Airbar is probably another 30 or so miles.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer to Erebar, but
Okay.
doesn't require crossing a river,
even
which
better.
may or
It's
may
all
not.
road. To...
Wait. Wait. If we Cade would know.
Cade can't be fucking bothered.
He said he would get back to us when he was available. Basically,
Didn't seem to give much of a shit.
What about Adlith or grandmother or fucking whatever her friend's name was? They're right here, right? Can we get in touch
Hey, you
want
want to give him a call?
I can reach out to Adlitz. I haven't talked to her in a while. Okay, sure.
Or maybe
Now's the
grandmother
time.
directly? Skip the
What'd you say,
middleman.
Calder? I'm sorry.
Then maybe grandmother directly. Skip the middleman.
Okay.
We're low on time.
Did you just call her grandmother, or is there any kind of specific name?
I think that's what they called her.
Does anyone
Okay.
remember Adlith's
Kind of thing.
like friend's name? The other druid
Oh,
that
Lilith.
showed up, Lilith.
Lilith.
Lillian, right?
Oh, is it Lillian?
Lillian?
I think it's
Lillian?
Lillian.
Shit.
And I couldn't even
Number.
get to Lilith.
Lillian sounds right. I think you're right.
I think so.
Lillian. Yeah,
Well,
that sounds right. That feels right.
She seemed more willing to cooperate than grandmother. Might be cooperate.
So we want to
I know
do
that
switch.
word.
Do we want to contact Lillian first?
I think so.
Just get in
More
touch
friendly.
with someone.
Okay.
Times of the
I guess
essence.
I'll.
Flip a
I guess. I guess. Third. Cast third level sending to Miss Lillian. Hi, Miss Lillian. This is Egg, friend of Adlet's. Our friend Castus is dead. Super tall, night, dark things. What do we do? I don't know if that's
Two more.
Please help.
Please help. Was they super-
Resurrect
I was
him.
gonna Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Resurrect him.
Oh, no. Eggvol. My dear, I am so sorry. But I do not think I can help. Adlith, well, she's got herself in quite a bit of trouble recently. You know how she is. I apologize.
She said there's not much she can do. She apologizes.
Fucking damn it! I kicked the
apparently-
fire. I kicked something this time.
Fucker apologies.
Apparently, Adlith has been getting herself into trouble, though.
Oh, what does that
No.
mean?
She had said, "You know her."
And just mischief, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe, probably. I mean, she'd know better than we would, but
You hear a voice in your
That-
head. Eggville, darling, where are you now? I may be able to provide some assistance, depending on where you are. Even if I'm trying to help. I apologize. I'm in a meeting.
Was that Lillian again?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay. Then I guess I'll get back about an hour outside of Elberner, heading toward Erebar.
Is that all you say?
Enjoy meeting. and then I guess that's it. And then I'll share. What is it? And then I'll share with the party that Lillian's looking for direction of where we're at, and she's in a meeting. A meeting.
Well, if you're heading to the city, you must be careful. Please don't tell me you're thinking about walking in there with a dead body.
Can I just keep responding back?
She hasn't stopped yet.
You can respond.
Oh,
If you do get to the city, look for a family near the wharf and ask for Selic McCoy. I will let them know you're coming. Cealich. Selic McCoy is MCCOY.
Sound like she's implying Erebar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, I trust you wrote that name down.
Got it. Near the wharf and air bar.
And then I guess I'll just get back. Thank you for help.
You are
Tell
welcome.
Adlith I said hello.
I will do so. Depending on how far you are, your friend may not have enough time. I'm sorry, Iqbal, but there may be nothing you can do for him.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Even McCoy has his limitations.
If I could somehow send the feeling of a smile into a magical message, I would, but I can't. So I guess I don't have anything else to say. So, and I will share the in-head conversation with the rest of the party.
How much time? Did you say?
If it's time sensitive, we
No.
move now. I don't think
Yeah.
it really matters how much we have, just how soon we get there.
Yeah.
I'll bend down
Double
and start
time.
picking
Okay.
up like stuff
We're
that
gonna
we
march through a
need.
couple nights too. We
Wait.
cut this journey down as much as possible.
Wait. We can go faster if we take 15, 20 minutes and make a burn for him.
Make a what?
A couple of poles, a little bit of a tent or something between it. 2 people carry. We'll go faster.
What do you need?
2 sticks about how tall it would 6 and 8 feet long. Maybe a couple of short ones about 3 feet long. Rope, and somebody's cloak or tent.
Looking for sticks.
Easy
I'll
enough.
take out-
The destroyed forest around you can easily find things like that. It will take you 15, 20 minutes, maybe even 30 to an hour to get everything actually put together. After the materials are found and things are adjusted.
Yeah, I'm
So-
just doing simple style 2 long poles that people could hold on either side.
No check required. Simple enough. For you.
What's Draco doing?
See, Draco.
You're dead.
Dead man says
Oh.
what?
Red, you want to get on the other side of this?
Yep.
Let's go.
Have any of us ever heard the name Selick McCoy?
Give me a
good
history
question.
check. You
Just,
Erebarians.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
13.
You said history.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Plus 6 is 17.
17. You've heard the McCoy name before. Never heard of a sea like McCoy. He was some young brass kid who recently inquired an inn right before you left, called the Wicked Wave. Was a McCoy. I remember his name.
I do know a name named somebody McCoy, but that's it. I don't know if I've ever met this person, so. But maybe it's a place to start.
Can you get us into the city without anybody seeing his body?
It
In
seems
and
it might
around.
be More on my end.
Sewers, tunnels.
I literally
thieves.
spent the past 15 years in
Okay.
those sewers.
I'll default to you then. I just know a few
How old are you again?
If it's easier, some of us can wait outside with Dornan while others go get McCoy.
Worst thing that happens, we're just taking him home to his folks.
We'll figure it out when we get there. Let's go.
Are we far enough along that we could not take the quicker river route? Because we were taking the safer long old road path.
It's up to you guys. Whatever route you would like to take.
Whatever is fastest, boss.
Okay, give me one moment. I'm going to sneeze.
Fast, not safe,
Pineapple!
not well traveled.
If that's the way you would like to go, we can easily go that way.
Bless
You
you,
would
good sir.
divert from the path. Thank you. You would divert from the path about a good mile and a half to kind of coast along the river path. It is faster. It is a more direct route, though it is more wild, less trodden, and much more dangerous. Meaning you don't have the safety of the road and whoever else may be traveling along it to keep you company.
How many
Oh, no.
days will it cut off the travel?
Not many. It's probably only a few. Only because you're carrying a tourniquet with a dead body on it. So.
Yeah, a few days
Few
could
days is
be
a world
the difference
difference.
between him getting resurrected or not. So I'll take it.
Okay.
And when we're getting going that first morning, just hey, Ren, speed's a little bit more efficient now. So the things I gave you, they're not going to work for a couple of days.
Okay.
All right. And instead, I put on some new goggles, and I touch my cloak, and it gains some runic inscriptions.
Okay. Cool. Anything else that anybody wants to prepare?
So I just want to double check. I'm sorry. So does that mean the radiant rapier now is just a regular rapier?
Correct.
At the moment. Okay, cool. Cool.
Nothing else?
No.
Anybody?
Derp.
Run.
Okay,
Double time.
begin to run.
March.
Very cool.
March.
This one. You begin to travel. You head westward, and you begin to leave the path in the Chanda Wood behind you. You travel for an entire day with nothing but the dirt and the hills of this very wetlands area that you travel through. Up and down, it's like a rolling hills, pretty much the environment here. Tall grasses, quite a beautiful scene. You can even kind of, as you get closer and closer westward, you can feel that river air kind of making its way into this area as it kind of lightens your step for a moment. With the haste, trying to get your friend some help, you rush forward as fast as you can. Continue onward for a whole entire day with unimpeded travel. For the sake of brevity, this evening, how would you like to camp?
Are
I
we
don't think we do.
pushing on through the night?
Every other night. Let's do.
Is tonight good or no?
Yeah.
All right,
be.
then we push on.
Any light sources?
I will cast light on the shield. I also have
Nice.
torches. I can hand out if needed.
No, my goggles sort of take on a little shine as it gets darker out.
Just the light on the shield, correct? This is the only light source
Yep.
that you have.
Okay, I'll give a torch to Egg too. How about that?
I'm not gonna light it right away. I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. Extra light for emergencies. Thank you.
Everyone needs to get emergency torch.
Yeah.
Who's going to be leading the group during the night? Because it is a little bit more difficult. It's not just like anybody can lead them in a straight path. Who would want to like take charge?
Brand, you have dark vision?
I do, and I've got
Okay.
the best perception, I think.
I think so.
Assuming I don't roll like shit.
Incoming survival check.
We'll stay up close with the. What's it called? Is it called a tourniquet? Is that right?
That's what I would call it.
That's what I was
No,
You called it a burn.
imagining.
No,
You can also call it a burn.
Yeah, the tourniquet is what you tie around a limb to cut off.
That's what
blood
I
supply.
thought.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
What am I?
Yeah.
What am I?
Oh,
A mobile ambulance.
Sure.
I had the name like
Sure,
5
Yeah, we
minutes
make
ago.
that noise while we're going through the woods.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just-
I want to call it a cop, but it's
Stretcher.
not a cop. It's a stretcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stretcher, that's the
Um,
word.
That's the
okay,
modern
yeah,
word,
yeah.
we'll hang out with the stretcher up towards Ren, and I'll just tap her and give her guidance. That's like,
Once a
You
minute.
got this, buddy.
yeah, I'll lean over and headbutt her
Keep
to-
going.
so I can keep
Like a
holding onto
cat.
the thing.
Give me a survival check, Ren.
Okay. With guidance. Okay. All right. I think I have to. Yeah. Okay. 15.
15.
Respectable.
I would add a side dice, but I can't.
Just because you are going at the pace you are, just sort of like I would say the fastest you could go is probably a normal walking pace, carrying Cass's dead body. It makes it bearable to be able just to kind of get, and you know the sense of direction that you need to head, at least until you get towards the river. Every time you guys get a chance to get to a flat spot where it's not as hilly or the terrain is not as bad, you begin to head towards the northern direction, cutting off that time that you would just heading straight north and then west up the road. Perception check.
And we send Yorins into the air as kind of a help.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sick.
And that is a 19 for me.
Natural 20 for Yorns.
Hey,
Nice.
It is going to slow you just for the brief amount of time that you are doing this perception check because Velkin needs to be piggybacked. So this is going to slow somebody, or if you called her, you're not piggybacking
You
her.
could-
She's placing a
ride
hand
on
on
Ook.
somebody's shoulder. She can ride on Ook. Somebody's piggybacking her while she's doing this. They want to continue to
Nope.
move.
Busy
And as
carrying
what
a
was yours?
body.
19.
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
She
Okay.
just sits down right on Cass's dead body, Gordon's dead body. Just gets carried along.
Yeah.
Magic carpet ride.
Lays right next to
Piling
him.
him up on the stretcher.
I mean, we're also probably switching out who's carrying him every couple of hours or so.
Between Ook, Egg, called or not.
Me, Redrick.
Yeah.
I'm as strong
Not
as you are,
me.
Redrick. Don't forget.
Yeah, I
that.
know. I know.
Gotcha.
Bren, you stop the
Mhm.
entire party.
What?
As you can see in the distance, striding towards the river, silent footfalls of a 20-foot tall creature, a goat head and horns, red eyes in a western direction.
Dome. Dome now.
No,
Dum, 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 dum.
no.
Dum, 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 dum.
The dome
I'll
didn't
take one
work.
dome, please.
The dome did work.
He,
We were safe inside it. He was not in it.
I need stealth checks from everybody.
Isaiah will have his hood up.
This isn't movement based. You guys are stopped, so no disadvantage. You have it. It's not.
Oh
You're
my
not
God.
moving. So
I'm gonna add a psionic
My
dice for
cloak
that.
is now of the elven kind variety. Does that mean I get advantage if I don't have?
Yes.
no.
So
That's fair.
the disadvantage I normally have, I don't have right now. Is that what you're
Right.
saying?
This would be
Hell
usually
yeah.
whenever you wear heavy armor, it's because you're freaking walking in heavy armor. You were
Clank,
stopped.
clank,
It's,
clank, clank,
You're
this is
walking
just to
heavy armor,
see
dude.
the general sense and quietness of your overall party right now.
Wow. This might be my best stealth roll all campaign.
Ren's still gonna beat it with a natural like 8.
All right.
I'm sure.
No, I'm not. It
Ren, come on.
wasn't terrible. You know, I got a
Alright.
plus
You're
10.
the rogue.
I know. Fuck.
Isaiah.
You're dead. It doesn't matter.
I rolled for. I rolled for. I
Oh,
rolled for
Vulcan,
Vulcan.
yes.
You don't get to roll
Sorry.
dice when you're red. When you're dead, man.
Sorry. I got a 17. Ook got a 15.
Okay.
I got a 24.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nat 20.
Dornan.
Wow.
25.
Oh wait.
Dornan's
Sorry.
dead, so.
Sure.
All right.
So,
Max rolls.
Who'd you say?
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Nice.
15.
Oof. Okay.
You know, that's not bad for how concerned you are.
Vulcan rolled a 14.
I rolled a 3. And I had to add a psionic dice to it, and I've got a plus 10, luckily.
Hey.
It stops. As you say this, Vulcan's scrambling right now, beginning to cast a spell. How long does it take to cast a spell?
At
If
least
she's
a
not
minute.
ritually casting it. Yeah, I was
Like a
gonna say
minute?
if she's not ritually casting it. 1 minute.
1 minute.
You can talk, Joel.
no, he's not allowed.
This isn't Among Us.
No, it is 1 minute.
Shut
Okay.
up. How dare you say Among Us?
Jesus.
Uh,
I'm gonna.
there
By
you
the way,
speak, Joel.
lights out. But immediately when Ren stopped us, lights out.
Okay. You see it stop. Almost as soon as you say, don't. You see it begin to turn. Poof. The dome forms over top of your party. You see at this point, even through the transparent dome, the thing sort of snap its head in a western direction.
Is that away from us?
You guys are heading in a northern direction. This thing is heading west.
Okay.
And it continues on. Your eyes can follow it till it becomes nothing but a blend with the night.
Okay, that is what I do. And then I look around for any more before I give the all clear.
Perception check.
Guidance.
Inspiration. You feel a warmth in your pocket.
Yay! Time for a
Stop
little
caressing
snacky snack.
thighs, dog.
All right.
That's inspiration's a D8.
Yeah.
All right, I pull out a little cherry cheese Danish.
Nice.
Oh fuck yeah! Okay.
Love it.
All right,
Stress
so that's a fuck math.
Story of my life.
Who needs
29.
29.
29.
You begin to look around. It's at that moment you see something move right over the dome. This long leg.
Oh,
The dome instantly freezes.
Just
divine
hold my
sense.
finger to my lips.
Divine sense while it's over us, because I want to know.
It is a fiend.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. You can smite it. Smite it now.
Yeah, I drop cast this and just stab up through the ground.
Poke in the foot.
We're fighting! Woo!
And then it just touches you and you feel real cold all of a sudden.
Yeah, and dead. Just freeze. Super dead.
I lied. It's undead.
Ooh, unexpected.
Not a
How? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Skull
I
head.
had
What
to make
did it
sure.
used to be?
What?
What was it?
You freeze. I need a new stealth check from everybody.
Jesus.
Does the dome give any kind of advantage since it's like, black?
No.
Okay.
The dome is not giving you disadvantage currently.
Okay.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
We're all
Okay.
dead. TPK. Well, we should be safe in the dome at least for 8 hours.
Maybe.
Unless
Never say
if
should.
they wait, then we might be fucked. Unless the sun rises by
Or if
then.
it tunnels under the dome.
Yeah.
The classic D&D strat of tunnel.
Yeah.
What's the
The
question?
only way to beat.
What if someone just tunnels
Yeah, I
underneath
know.
the dome? All right, Isaiah and Ook again.
Isaiah is paying very close attention to every way that Ren is holding herself and quieting things, and is going to use that as a sort of flash of genius to get a 14, and Ook got an 18.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm rolling very good on these. 22.
you got to
Okay.
make up for those of us who aren't.
I had some bad
Velkin-
odds in the past.
Velkin rolled a 10.
Mhm.
Ugh, like that.
Agval,
I rolled a big old 6, buddy.
Yikes.
Calder.
Nat 3
Thir-
plus 3.
13.
28.
Hey.
Bring that average way up.
Yeah.
Ooh, can add a psionic dice to it if I need to. If that'll help.
I don't think you could fail something at 28.
I don't know. Maybe I can help you, dumbasses.
Yeah.
You see the thing pass right over top of the dome. Expecting the sound of a footfall, you hear nothing.
Oh! Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
You're all
Keep us
dead.
muted.
Everybody's panicking.
It's so tense.
Ren, you do see something. Flying above this thing, sort of around it, are these humanoid-like creatures, all black, just like this creature itself as it passes over the dome, but they're skinny and lanky, and they look... You really can't get too much detail out of them. You do have these long barbed tails as you... 9 or 10 of them.
Divine sense again. Are they close enough?
60 feet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are definitely a fiend.
Ah. Okay.
I will make sure, but I'm like 98% positive. Yes.
They're
They are
actually
fiends.
celestials.
Don't toy with me.
And they continue in a westward direction. It's at that point, all of you hear Dornan,
Ugh.
you wake with no feeling. You touch yourself. Can't feel your hands. Move everything. Wild sensation.
Immediately when I hear the breath, I'm gonna look. I see his eyes open, I assume. Okay, sword out. I'm gonna hold it to his throat. What did you see when you drank the water?
Give me one moment.
Ah!
Dornan, you feel no emotion. Happiness, sadness, fear, pain, joy. You feel flat.
He stole your soul. Supernatural style. What did you see when you drank the water?
I saw my father. Saw him murdered.
I put the sword back and I'm gonna lift you up and just fucking hug you. Oh, thank fucking God. Just-
Which one?
I kind of pause a second. Kind of just replicate the hug, but not exactly much enthusiasm behind it.
I'll kind of pull you back. How?
You
How?
were dead. Like, no pulse dead.
We've been carrying
I
you
touch
for
my neck, like looking for a pulse. Do I feel anything?
You don't?
Just wordlessly as you're asking these questions, I kind of grab Calder, grab your hand, kind of just press it against my chest. Am I breathing at all?
You are.
how
Feel no
much?
heartbeat.
Calder, you do.
I feel a heartbeat.
You do.
What's going on?
At least you thought you did.
Double check.
Do I?
Give me a perception check because it's not a normal thing to be like feeling for a heartbeat without him telling you to.
Right.
So unless you're able to perceive exactly what he's trying to do, I want you to see if you can feel it.
Yeah, natural one. What are you doing?
Sure,
There you
sure.
go.
Kind of drop your hand, like.
What
Hey.
happened?
Castus, what's going on? You were dead 5 seconds. We've been carrying you for like 24 hours. Where you been? How?
The matter?
I mean, a
Yeah.
little, yeah.
Yeah. It
How did you
fucking
die?
matters.
FYI, those big fucking dark things, undead, and whatever the fuck was flying around them, fiendish. So my guess is these were pulled here by the generals or whatever Korgas said something about earlier. How many of these fucking things are all over the goddamn place at this point? So yes, it matters.
What happened on your watch and after?
Oh. I kind of just blow on my hand for a second. For a walk. To my powers. See what I could do.
Okay, he's
Cass.
definitely acting weird, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cassius, why are you so fucking nonchalant right now? I've never seen you this calm ever. Like literally ever. Not once. Even when everything's fine, you're a little more animated. You just
I have
came
a
back to
job.
life. You have a job. Yeah, we all have a job. Like,
Oh, no. I have a job. It has to be done. We have to find Cyric, his
Right.
pieces.
sure.
I have to take them to, I guess, the Lord at this point.
The Lord?
Ooh,
What
Your
lord?
What Lord?
Apparently,
you swear
Cyric.
fealty at a Cade when everyone was sleeping? What are you fucking talking about? Your Lord.
No, it seems that Cyric has pissed off very god of death.
Oh.
What?
Elmvor, you mean?
Uh-huh.
Like that parkour idiot was talking about in Hardcastle.
So, on my job, not only acquire those pieces to bring it to him, also has a certain sword that Sloane has that the Lord would like as well. Very precious to him.
But who,
Calder, can you do the thing? The thing.
Divine Sense, you spoke to the god of death? What am I reading?
Yes.
Undead.
You mean some asshole killed you and then said you owed him and then sent you back?
Quick addendum to that. He is not all the way back. You see like my eyes flash over with like a silver flare.
Okay.
They I don't know. You spoke to Kellenvor directly.
Yes.
Did he keep a piece of you?
Not a large piece, but
Well, enough that you're
No.
undead.
oh. I suppose that would be a big piece to most people.
Okay.
But we have a destination. We have Erebar to get to.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I think we
Yeah.
still need to meet the McCoys.
Agreed.
At least now you can walk
Who's
on
that?
your own 2 feet. That is where we're going.
The McCoy.
Don't worry about
Explain,
it. It's gonna
please.
help. It's gonna help us.
Kind of unholster my pistol. Please explain.
Are you gonna
I'm
shoot
gonna
her?
do I'm gonna do an insight check on Dordan
Same.
because this is fucked.
100%. I trash 8.
I'm not even gonna.
Fuck! Damn it! That's a 7. I rolled a fucking 2.
I mean, he seems pretty serious.
Are you still? Are we still like on the ground, like where I had you? We were kind of sitting there. Castus, have you gotten up or anything?
I would have assumed the moment I woke up, I would have stood and kind of taken in my surroundings.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just I'll lean over and pick up my sword, keeping eye contact. Who the fuck are you?
I'm still your friend. Oh,
Are you?
Doesn't look like it.
You pulled a gun.
I just have a. I
I
have a
mean, he
purpose
does
now.
that all the time anyway.
Yeah, not on his friends.
Hmm.
I have
Less
a
than
purpose.
24 hours ago, you gave a shit about all of us. Now you come back to unlife and saw threats, demands. You have a job. You're Lord.
He's fairly confident we're gonna fail pretty badly. Told him that to try. That's why he sent me back. Guess he enjoys the sport.
Well, he sounds like a peach.
Wait, no, this sounds wrong. DM. Player understanding is Kellamvor hates undead.
Indeed.
Can I do like a religion check to make Isaiah figure that out?
Sure.
Yeah, that didn't feel right.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know any of this, so it works for me.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna recall the information about parkour. We spent a while talking with parkour, and I did some remembering on Killam. They were pretending to be clerics thereof to get that nice genius inspiration moment to make that 17.
It's well known, the story of Kellamvor. He tried to reestablish the order of death, the realm of death, we'll call it. He did not believe a soul was good or evil. He did not want to torture souls or give them joy. He especially despised if anybody was messing with the soul in general. Death is death, so it must be so.
Listen, we can just kill him again and take him to the McCoys.
I'm considering it.
Wouldn't be that hard.
I mean, to be fair,
I
he
would
wants
have
to
to
go to
disagree with
Arabar.
It'd be
It's
easier if he
gonna
walks
be
himself.
yeah, a lot easier if he.
How long
walks.
does Divine Sense last, my friend?
I
2
think it's
rounds.
just like an instant.
It's just like
As
a
an
ping.
action until the end of your next turn. So 6 seconds.
Okay.
Or, well, I guess that would be like
12.
12 seconds.
Yep. Kind of.
End of your turn, yeah.
12
Oh.
seconds
Yeah.
or 6?
It'd be roughly 12 because it says it's an action to use it, and then until the end of your next turn, you
Gotcha.
can sense stuff.
Oh. He probably really hates what Kate did. But you coming back is also very, very wrong.
Oh?
Kellamvor hates people who fuck with death. So something like taking the soul and hiding it instead of sending it on. But you also shouldn't exist. Well,
Wow.
how about this?
Why would a god who hates undeath make one?
To fight a bigger one? But that's why it's weird. How did you die?
I don't know. Saw one of those tall things looking down at me. Reach down. There I am.
And you
I
were
kind of look at Redrick and go, I told you we shouldn't go out there.
outside of the dome when that happened.
Yes. Foolish, I know, but a lot of stupid things.
You walked back into the dome. And we had a conversation.
I
That's
think that
not
was me.
all right. Look, fuck it. None of this changes the fact we got to get to Arabar. And
Yeah.
I think our timetable is not changed.
So,
By the way, I forgot to mention this to you, Calder. You did sense Celestial as well. Like you had
Hmm.
before.
like I had around Castus before.
Correct. Just odd clashing, almost.
If that conversation was had and you don't remember it, who was it with?
No idea.
That doesn't bother you?
I mean, actually, heads keep talking for a little while after, so it might have been more of an autonomic thing.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
I mean, you used to. Never mind. Regardless, I don't think our
Getting
timetable
late.
has changed. We should probably keep going.
Are you sure you can keep up?
I'm gonna look
Yeah,
around.
boy.
When we get there, we're
And
gonna
just
pay a visit
See
to
if the
Sirik.
coast is clear.
Or that's his name, Sirik?
Sealic.
Sealic.
McCoy. We're gonna pay a visit to McCoy.
He'll help us get all the pieces of the soul we need.
Both souls, hopefully.
Not sure I can agree to that.
Why?
Well,
Not interested in being your whole self? You don't think that would help you do the job? We
my
need
lord
everybody at
has
their
some.
best.
I'm not at my best. I'm not
Right now, no.
bound by any sort of moral compass.
That means you're not at your best. We need
Or-
Dornan.
Listen, McCoy's got information, and we need information to get Siric's soul. It's a logical step.
Okay, go.
Okay, I'm gonna look
Holster
around
my
and make sure the
pistol.
coast is clear before we go.
Perception check.
Oh my god, so stressful. Fuck, that's a nat one.
That one.
Oh,
That one.
Coast is clear.
Yeah.
Big yikes.
joy death.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Big yikes.
Out of curiosity, all these creatures are moving towards the west, so like towards Orpentar.
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh,
That's spicy.
oh,
Shit.
Hey, that means they're not going where we're going. So
Unless
I'm
they're-
okay with
they're
Unless
they're
they're
making
already
war on
done
Orphatar.
there. Unless they're already
Hmm.
done where we're going and they're heading to Orbitar next.
Or they respawned in Erebar and going to Orbitar to fuck
Or-
shit up.
Orpitar has Cade. They'll be fine.
He's a cock. He's not gonna do anything.
Hate bears.
All right. So continue on through the night.
Yep.
I guess I want to state that from now on, I'm going to be watching Dornan.
Agreed.
I think everyone.
Yeah, I don't think anybody trusts
yeah.
Dornan right now.
Yeah. In fact,
Same.
as we're walking, whenever we decide to rest, he is not awake alone at any point in time.
No, definitely not.
Sorry, buddy.
Do what you will.
He doesn't count as watch anymore. Everybody needs to take watch. We need pairs of two that we can trust. Falcon,
Agreed.
Isaiah, everybody takes a watch.
Who can sit on him? He doesn't sleep. And I meant that literally because I don't think Castus could move him. Dornan, whatever the hell you are now.
Oh, we don't want to break his spine, but
I mean, no, not the spine.
He's undead now. What's the matter? Sorry.
Ignoring you
Alright.
all, just walking forward.
Yeah, moving on. Fuck.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh, boy.
Well, see,
Who
you're not
are you
dead.
anymore? I don't even know
I
you.
miss
This
Castus.
is gonna be interesting.
I
think I'd
want
prefer to
my
put around the body.
Hey,
I want my
before-
positive disaster boy. Bring him back.
Before break, quick announcement. I am Torrent1. Thank you for subscribing with Prime.
Yay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And Mur_Doc. Thank you for following.
That's my other buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Let's
Yeah,
go. Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Alright.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
So-
We'll be right back.
We're back. And we are back. Welcome back.
Hello. Yo.
Picking up right where we left off.
Cool.
Screaming,
Ah!
crying, throwing up.
Here we go.
All right, let's figure out where were we.
Who's screaming? It's a random man running through the woods.
We are on our way through the woods back north.
So, is
or-
there any change of direction that you guys would like to make now that Cassis, Dornan is alive? Question mark?
No,
No.
we still want to get there as fast as possible. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we should try to move stealthily through the night? At least, like,
Ooh.
That's
go
a-
fast
probably
during
a
the day,
good
but
call. Yeah.
stealthily during the night.
That's a
Yeah.
call. Everyone, give me a stealth check.
Alrighty.
Here we go.
That's good.
A check?
Oh,
To
okay.
determine how
That's
stealthy
okay.
we are?
It's about average.
Use my little amulet there.
Let me pull out my little amulet guy.
Oh, didn't help. Didn't help.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh gosh.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh
amulet didn't help.
geez. Oh god.
Oh dear. All right, we'll start with Ren this time.
29.
Never mind.
Hey,
Hold her.
2 minus 1 for a 1.
So 31.
Okay. Egg ball.
15.
Dornan?
21.
Other
Seven.
person, Redrick?
Okay. 17.
Nice.
Okay. Ook.
Ook got a 15. Isaiah got an 11.
Okay. You guys pass the group stealth check
Cool.
this time.
Oof.
Yes.
This
You head through the night. Are you going to continue through the day? No rest until the next night, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
so, yeah.
Every
Yeah.
other night, so that we can, at most have 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
So we continue through the day.
Okay. So then I.
Question, do I have to rest?
Good question.
Therefore, would I fall for exhaustion?
No, you do not.
Yeah, big win.
Worth it. Worth losing my soul.
Who even needs a soul when you don't need to sleep without one?
I don't feel anything. Not even tired.
Yeah, if you don't feel anything, you can't feel tired, I guess.
Okay. So you continue through the next day, getting into the night. I need perception checks. From anybody that would be leading. So that would say Ren and anybody behind him.
Great.
Behind her,
You know
so-
how I like to hang out in front.
So yeah, I would say Calder and Ren. Usually the two leaders.
All right.
I'll give Ren guidance. How about that?
Is it disadvantaged with a point of exhaustion?
Do we have exhaustion?
We didn't check for- Or
Well,
are we-
yeah, I guess that's what I skipped that. So I do need everyone to roll me Constitution saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Apologies.
no worries.
Oh.
Dornan.
+4 for everybody.
I walk 21 feet away from Calder.
Fuck you. Take a +4, you bitch.
What a dick. Isaiah.
With the +4, that's a 13.
A real
No point of exhaustion.
a real dirty, nasty 20.
Dirty.
Yeah.
So
Dornan,
dirty.
you're good.
Gross.
Egg ball.
Got Calder juice all over it.
With the
Filthy,
+4, that's a
that's funny.
26.
Okay,
Nice.
Calder,
9.
Ooh.
you take
Oof.
1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I do.
What?
14.
You're good. And
Oh.
Velkin takes 1 point of exhaustion.
Ah, guys.
Okay. Did you say you were giving me guidance or?
Yep.
What are we doing?
Calder, you gave yourself your own +4, right?
I did.
For the con. Oh, God. No.
Oh wait,
Oh,
it should have
nice,
been.
nice,
It should have
nice.
been 10.
Still a failure.
Fuck.
All right.
Anything below a 12.
Perception check is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice. Mine was a 3.
As you get into the night and you're thinking about camping
Let's use
and
that
setting up
one.
the dome, Ren, you see something in the distance. Lights. flickering. It's too hard to make out what exactly the shapes are that they're coming from, but there seem to be lanterns as they hang in the air. You can see what looks like the light of a large fire as well.
Vulcan,
Yes?
can you send Yorns that way? I see light.
Can you say please?
Jesus
You wanna live?
Christ. We don't need
Please?
more than one Cade in our lives.
Doesn't hurt to be polite.
Thank you.
I said please.
mean,
I
that's
said,
true.
can
It's
you?
good.
I
Did
didn't
you mean?
say, hey,
Did you
Vulcan.
mean please? Did you mean please?
I didn't say, hey,
Yes.
Vulcan, send your fucking cat that way, turd.
You
I
should
said,
have.
can you please send Yorns that way? Because it's beneficial to everyone, including you.
I miss Mizo. Come on, Yorns. Since the boss lady said so,
Yeah, don't forget
Yorns
it.
tosses off.
I wish we could all just get
Plaza.
along.
If you're the
and
boss, can I talk to HR? I don't like her.
function as a team for like 10 fucking
Fuck
minutes.
I
you,
think-
Carl.
I think the HR
How dare you
discussion
say
needs to
that.
happen because our health benefits have not been pulling.
Yeah, can we talk to our union rep? Where are they?
You
They're
pissed
all
him off, and
dead.
Cade Snow. He took off.
Yeah, Kate is the union rep.
Oh,
Oh, God.
man.
Cade can suck my ass.
It looks like a caravan of some sort. A couple carts. Groups of people.
They all look like normal.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, like humanoid, like regular ass people. You know, like how are they dressed? They're not fucking demons or something?
I mean, they
Been
could
a
be.
lot of that going around.
Does it look
They
like
could
the
be.
old guy that we met a while ago? The trader dude?
Lucky.
Look, no, I don't see him.
Hmm.
There is a stall set up with meats hanging from it.
Ooh.
I heard meats.
There's a stall. They're just opening shops out in the middle of
Right in the
fucking
middle of the
nowhere.
forest. I'm with it.
I see it.
I could go for some meat.
Just gonna slowly, excitedly look towards Calder.
I'm gonna be honest. We're not near the road, right?
No.
This doesn't make any fucking sense.
Which is all
That
the more
seems like a
reason
trap
to check it
to
out
me.
cautiously.
Go on.
Look.
Or
Look.
avoid it entirely.
We could always
Well, I
just
mean,
set
well,
up the
Depends
dome.
on the meat they have.
Well, I mean, when we met Lucky, he was in the middle of the bridge, and we thought
Yeah,
that was really weird.
But that's one man. He didn't like have a shop open with it.
He had to shop in the back of his chawl.
Why is this caravan? Do they have carts and shit?
Yeah.
Why is this caravan traveling through like rough terrain, like the wood, off road?
Why are we
Maybe
traveling
they're
through
trying
rough
to
terrain,
avoid
the
the-
wood off road?
Because we don't have a bunch of carts and shit. We're not regular ass people. We
Just
fight
because they're not-
demons.
Just because they're not regular doesn't mean they're also bad. We should go check them out.
Why? We can avoid them completely. We can just
This-
set up the
It
dome.
seems like an unnecessary risk. I'm with Ren.
If they've been traveling from Arabar, they might have information on what's ahead.
Maybe they might know what happened to Albert.
Maybe they know what's happening in Arabar.
Maybe they have steak.
Ooh.
I'm kind of hoping for that, actually.
You son of a
Yeah,
bitch, I'm in. I've been asking for steak all campaign.
I knew I could get him with the steak.
All right, if we're like super curious, I can maybe like sneak up and listen for a minute and see if
I
they
mean-
seem okay. I can make connections to you guys. I can just sneak and just observe and then
All
let you
right.
know if it seems clear. Is that fair?
Fair.
Sure.
Let us know. We'll
Can
come
you
running.
see if they have Wagyu?
I don't know what that is,
You
but
didn't
I
know
will
what
let you know if
steak
the coast
was
is
last
clear.
time we talked. And now you're asking for Wagyu.
Now it's being Dwarven Ruins.
You didn't know what a chili was.
A nice London broil.
Less than a month ago.
Alright, I'm
T-bone.
gonna make before I go that way, I'm gonna make connections to Calder, Isaiah, and Egg. All right, that'll last for
me?
5
Not
hours.
yet, not Dornan.
No. As a matter of fact, not. Although I am curious if I even could make a connection. I don't think it really matters though. And I'm gonna try to sneak towards the caravans.
Just in
Give me a stealth check.
cases, I'm gonna use a charge
Get,
on the
you
amulet
feel a
there,
warmth
too.
in your pocket.
Yeah.
Is everybody sneaking up or just Ren?
Just ran.
Just me.
Gotcha.
I am leaning up against a tree, just watching this.
I don't think there are any trees.
There's
I'm
a
following
tree.
her,
There's-
trying to look
There's
cool.
one singular tree.
One singular tree.
It's sprouted just for him.
It's dead.
Before you leave, Isaiah will put a hand on your shoulder and say, "For luck." And a couple of sparks will fly off his hand and curl around your armor for a bit, and it gets sort of darker, but starts shimmering to look sort of like whatever's behind you. And he'll cast Enhance ability for dexterity.
Nice.
Hey, Dork.
What does that do exactly again? I can't remember.
Advantage on any dex-based check, which includes stealth.
Fuck yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'll walk up to Ran too. Hey, Dork, keep it together out there. Slap you on the shoulder and give you guidance.
Will do, old man.
I woke up to Ren too. Ren, got this. And then just walk away. No, but
Just genuine moral support. That's
it.
Okay. All right. So advantage. All right. Decent. The first one's a 15. The second one was a 1. Let me add
With-
everything to that.
With a girl?
Oh yeah, no. The 15's not
With
even
her?
with my plus
Oh,
10
nice.
yet.
Nice.
Okay. So dirty 30.
Whoa!
Dirty 30. You are the knight.
I don't think a natural 30 is possible.
Ren turns into Batman.
I could
I
actually
am
get a
the
natural
knight.
30 if I rolled a nat 20. That would be a natural 30.
Ren, as Isaiah's magical ability kind of darkens your armor, the rest of you lose sight of her within 40 feet. She seems to just disappear behind the hills. You don't see her again.
Damn, that kid's
Sometime.
good.
Ren, you sneak up, and as you get closer from this distance, you can see there are 3 carts, 2 set up in a northern direction, 1 sort of parallel to them. So the camp itself is sort of set up in this U shape. You can see figures walking back and forth. You can see the small little stall that's set up next to a large, it's not a large bonfire, but a pretty hefty like campfire. You can see people sitting around enjoying. You can't really make any features out unless you would get closer. But you can see there's movement from what looks like humanoid-like creatures. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I'm gonna add a psionic dice to that. 15.
15. With a 15, you could probably realize there's 7 or 8 people total in this caravan. At first, it seemed like a lot of commotion, but once everyone begins to settle down a bit and you begin to track the motion that is in the camp, you can tell there's probably about 7 or 8 people total. They seem to be enjoying the night. You can hear sounds of laughter and cheer and talking. Other than that, depending on how close you would like to get, it's about what you can make out, unless you had any specific questions.
How close am I now?
Depends on how close you wanted to get. The caravan was probably a good 120, 200 feet away from your party originally, so I'd say you probably traveled 50 feet. About the halfway point, you stopped and made this perception.
Okay. And do I just like with my 15, do I see any areas that would look likely for there to be guards posted?
You don't see any guards. You see one gentleman that may be housing or like adorning a sword on his hip.
Okay. I will try to get close enough to just hear a snatch of conversation or see, like, just kind of get a sense of who they might be, or like if they're humans, elves, whatever.
Okay. You creep further. No need for a further stealth check or anything like that. You get pretty close to where the point where the first cart is probably only 10 feet or so in front of you. The carts themselves, large wooden wheels. They're made. This is a large wooden wagon with a hide tarp over top of it. You can't really see the contents of the cart itself, as the hide is kind of closed shut in the back of the cart. You begin to listen. Give me, actually, not even with another perception check, just being this close, you can hear them say, you hear one booming voice above the others. Whenever I get to our Enabar, I'm going to be rich. Best food, I promise you. I come from faraway land. But listen. Too many. And you see him reach over and snag something from one of the smaller ones. What seems to be a child of some sort. Snags something quickly out of its hand. That's the loudest part. If you want to hear anything more, you'd have to get closer. Probably up against the cart itself.
But they all just seem like happy, having a good time.
Yeah,
and
so this close, you can see the larger, jolly man that was making the big commotion is a gentleman who's probably stands about 5'8" in height. He probably weighs 250 pounds. He is a round, rotund, short man, but he has a large bushel of black hair. Kind of sticks out wildly. His skin is tanned and darkened, sort of like this golden bronze. You see this large beard that's kind of braided in two, with the sort of salt and pepper like look to it. Big. If he had a paler complexion, you'd probably assume rosy cheeks. He does wear what looks like light armor and has a sword at his hip. The others seem like commoners that you would normally see around this particular area, pale of complexion, human, maybe even farm or shop owners, normal traveling folk. This one here seems to be an oddity out of the bunch. They all seem to be taking very well to him, meaning all the attention of everyone else seems to be on this guy, as he seems to be very vibrant and expressive, as he seems to be telling stories around this fire that they all kind of are gathering around this late at night.
Okay. And you said that there were kids there too, right?
Indeed.
Okay. Who was I connected to? Calder, Isaiah, and Egg are all going to hear. I think it's okay. They just seem like normal traveling people. One of them says that he makes the best food, Egg. So I don't know if that's going to be a problem for you. But I don't know, maybe like me and one other person can introduce ourselves so that we don't scare them, and then everybody else can come in. Maybe Isaiah.
Sure.
If you guys want to, if we want to meet them, like, we don't have to. They just seem normal.
Safety in numbers and all that. Maybe.
And if they are normal, we should probably warn them.
And if they aren't, maybe might be something we need to deal with.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll creep back a little bit, and we can just walk out in the open. And that's what I'll do.
Are we? I'm sorry. Are we having this conversation out loud, or is this between you two?
This is everybody's.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
you,
yeah, sorry.
the three of you are hearing it, and it's telepathically.
Yeah. Sorry.
Y'all are making
Although,
that
I
look.
guess.
What's going on?
Sorry. Normal people, some sort of chef. I'm gonna go, and the two of us are gonna introduce the group so they're not scared with all of us weirdos showing up at once.
Do you have any way to get out of there really quickly?
Yes,
Okay.
I can get the
Alright.
both of us out of there if we need to. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'll go walk and trip over Ren at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's entering the camp initially?
Me and Isaiah are going to
Yeah.
enter together.
Whenever you enter the camp and kind of make your presence known for the first time, you hear as one of the females are shocked and kind of jumps into her husband's arm, who seems to be this lanky, very kind of like what seems like hard labor worn gentleman. He is a very slender face, bald of head, still kind of pale of complexion. You can see there's like a very deep 5 o'clock shadow coming across a semi-strong jaw. You see her jump into his arms.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. We're travelers too. We saw your fire. I'm Ren. This is Isaiah.
Good evening.
You can see the larger gentleman has his hand on a sword and says, kind of his hands out in the air, and well, welcome. You can join us. Where did you come from?
Us and our friends are coming from Elbador.
Well,
Or
Friends.
was
what
Elbador.
it used to be.
How many more are you?
1, 2,
we've-
3, 4, 5, 6.
7 total. They're just waiting on the other side of the hill because we didn't want to startle y'all.
Well, any more so. than
Yeah,
we
any
did.
more
Give
than
me- Give me a
did.
persuasion check, both of you.
Damn.
That's the one I want to use.
Damn.
It's not the one that I want to use.
I got a
Well.
17.
Gonna add a psionic dice. Oh, that's better than I thought it was. Okay. Well, if that's, I got a. Where is it? Jeez, I could not see. 23.
23. Well, I am also a guest here. It is up to Harlem. He points to the lanky, slender gentleman. I guess.
If you're uncomfortable, we don't have to join you, but
No, more the merrier on the road. It's fine.
okay. And then Calder and I are gonna hear. You can start
Maybe-
walking, but walk slow. We should
Yeah.
probably warn
What-
them.
One of us should go back and get the others. Right.
Yeah, why don't you do that? So before they get here, I just want to warn you that we're a pretty diverse group, but everybody's good. We're all nice. We've got a very large gentleman, and then we've got
Very large. gentleman.
we've got some people with some unique features.
Well, it sounds like a party to me. You hear the
Okay,
larger
great.
gentleman say.
Yeah, I promise we're all nice. And we've seen some really dangerous stuff in the couple of days that we've been traveling this area. Very dangerous.
You can share the fire tonight, but in the morning we're gonna go our separate ways.
Sure. We're heading towards Erebar. We were mostly interested in sharing news. We came from what was Elbador, that we were pretty shocked to find out doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah, it's not the only place. Kind of gets sort of into himself. You see him cross his arm, kind of lean and sort of slump down.
Are you guys survivors of whatever the hell happened?
You can say that.
Where are you from?
Well, I was from outside We were outside of Erebar. Small farm. The calamity happened. Whole place was destroyed. Large shadow creatures walking around everywhere. Can't even get into the city at night for refuge. They walk around like sentinels or guards.
Horns.
Aye, it's something I've never seen in my entire life.
We've encountered them the last 2 nights we've been traveling.
Killed everything I own. We were heading to Elbador, and we got there and probably saw exactly what you all saw. So now we're kind of lost.
Don't go to Hardcastle. It's not there anymore either. I don't know about anywhere else. We're trying to go to Erebor ourselves. What do you mean when you say you can't get in?
You said you had friends.
Yeah. They should be on their way.
Right about now is probably when Isaiah walks up with the rest of the group.
All right.
I will-
meat?
Dornan will purposely stick.
Well, I got
to
me
the
through you
back.
over here, friend. Come.
My man. I'm going over there.
I will
Howdy,
follow.
y'all.
You see, the female, what seems to be this man's wife, gather something up in her arms, what seems to be a small child, and whisper something into her husband's ear, and you see her hurriedly pass you and stop and give a side-eye glance to Velkin and go into the back of one of the carts. As you all join the camp, you can see that the majority of the people here are female. There is one younger gentleman, who's probably in his early teens, that is also in this traveling party. They all kind of disperse at the same time, seeming to be taken aback by your entire party. What I mean is that those damn shadow creatures, they patrol the city at night. And the farmland around it. It seems to be the forest. We continue to head south and we just keep seeing them. They don't seem to bother us, even after a few nights without a fire. Decided to start one once we got starting to get real cold, and didn't bother us then either.
They're in the city at night.
Oh yeah.
I'll psychically to Ren. Maybe they're after spell touched.
Well, not entirely in the city, but they're around it.
What's the Lord doing about this? Anything?
I mean, he hasn't done shit my entire life.
Yeah.
If you
I hear
lords
that.
do. Self-serving sons of bitches, huh?
Yeah, well, lucky for that one, he kind of nods to the tan-skinned gentleman. He didn't seem to lose anything. Comes from a farm, apparently, he said, not too far from here.
Where's your farm?
It
Oh, what was
right
your name, by
outside
the way?
city.
I'm sorry, I was talking to the tan guy.
Oh, he walked away with Redrick.
Oh, okay.
Show him the meat.
Never mind.
Cart, food cart.
Redrick wanted to see his meat.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing as you get in here, by the way? I guess kind of...
Dornan, he's actively staying kind of towards the back. He's just kind of taking everything in, just not really watching. He's kind of keeping to the shadows of the perimeter, just kind of just present, but not really caring.
A tree has grown like on the proximity of the thing.
Exactly.
Again.
Everywhere we go.
Isaiah will have Ook. Or Isaiah and Ook will be standing towards. If the carts are in a U, they'll be like towards one of the corners of the U, not like right next to a cart, but so that there's obviously plenty of room for anybody to escape from between the carts if they need to. So it's not like threatening to close the area off or anything. And just sitting calmly.
Well, they call me Hal. Friends do, at least.
Hal.
Hal.
Nice to meet you, Hal. Name's Calder. I'll reach out to shake his hand.
Look like a strapping young lad. Where'd you get that piece of steel?
It's my father's, actually.
Can you use it?
Yes, sir.
Well, if you're heading to Erebor, you're gonna need something a lot bigger than that, I promise you.
Yeah, well.
Right before those things sprung out of the ground, a lot of guards activity picking up around the city. Recruiting people, Even came to my place once, seeing if I'd pick up a blade.
Asking
Recruiting
or
people for
forcing?
what?
Asking at first, and people started disappearing.
Hmm.
I don't know. Above my head, Missy.
Well, they ain't gonna be disappearing any of us.
Or-
Not while I'm breathing.
Were you there when we heard something happened in our bar?
Yeah, I did too. Felt it. Apparently, there was an explosion inside of the city. Same night, those things decided to take a little post outside of it as well. Started roaming through the wood, destroyed my cattle, my livestock, anything that I had living in the area. Those things arrived, everything else died.
But not you and thankfully, not you or yours, just livestock.
When I woke up, I was breathing, they weren't.
Interesting. Indiscriminately killing animals, but not people.
Well, pasture's not exactly where I live, a little bit farther out, so.
Yeah. I mean, you say, though, they've been around when you've had fires and such on the road. And no trouble.
Keep their distance. We keep ours.
Sounds like the best way to deal with them for now.
Right.
Mm.
They got a little close for comfort to us these past couple nights. Been a bit stressful.
We're also trying to hide though, so they might just not have seen us.
The three in their head are going to hear, if they are searching for spell touched, I might be putting them in danger by being here.
If
Well,
they
you can
had
share the
any-
camp for the night, but we're probably going to be heading west. It's the only thing that we probably have left. Can't head through the wood with these carts, so.
Fair warning, we've been seeing those things heading west.
Well, if they ain't bothering us, we'll find a place to lay our head.
Fair enough. We oh, I was gonna say Torch could use a few hands, but I don't know if it's still there. So never mind.
Doubt it. Things get real dicey if you go towards Hardcastle. There's creatures. Used to be human, but they're not anymore. Just kind of roaming around.
Yeah, I was hearing stuff like that. Different farmers and like a little bit farther south. A lot of produce and stuff comes to Airbar, and I just like to. Sometimes people stop and stay at my place, and we hear stories and rumors and stuff. Also, a big rumor of a flame that swept through the south near that area. Did you guys see anything like that? Big wildfire?
A bit
Saw
of it.
what it did, but
I've seen fires in my life, and I've seen the chalk wood catch on fire before, but nothing what I've been hearing. The trees themselves, too, not burnt.
It's knocked over.
Hmm.
Do you know, have you come across anybody from Erebar? Do you know, or not Erebar, but Elbador? Do you know if there were any survivors?
Just made our way down there, expecting to find it, to be standing and people be logging. Nothing. Oh, there was ash there. Devastation, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Probably
All
the
of it.
fire.
if you find a safe way, it might be best getting across the river when you can.
Yeah, hopefully we'll catch one of the ferries that like to come down from there. If they're even allowed anymore, I don't even know. Tensions seem to be rising between Orpentar and Airbar again, so.
Cities tend to lock down in times of trouble.
Yeah. Well, is there anything we can give you? Comfort of the fire is a nice gift. Might as well repay it in kind if we can.
Nah, I don't think so. We got what we need. Enough rations to last us a couple weeks. I took what I had left that was on the farm and took it with us. So,
Anybody in your group hurt at all?
not that I know of. Picked up a few stragglers along the way. Lost their families and such. Everyone seems to be doing all right. My wife can tend to some wounds. I know how to set a leg if there's a broken one.
Any sickness?
Not that I know of.
Wagon's doing all right. I'm a fair hand with a set of tools.
You can check him out. We're riding on some rough road, but that kind gentleman has decided to provide us with a little bit more food. And he's a nifty car. You should check it out. A little stall is, really good food too.
Hmm.
Other than
Hear that,
that,
egg?
I was gonna say I'm not with you guys. I had went with her.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
wandered
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll take a look at the wagons. I guess we'll set up tents and bedrolls and whatnot. We'll take an area over there so you don't have to worry. Keep your distance if you need to or if anybody wants to. But we'll try to keep it down. Let everybody get their sleep.
yeah, I appreciate it, man. I mean, I'm gonna stay here for the night for a little bit. I can't be sleeping much, so I gotta protect these people. So if you want to take a look at the cars, go ahead. But I'll warn you now, I can't pay you anything. So
Nah, favors in kind.
that's generous of you.
And then Isaiah will just start looking over, see if there's any like rickety wheels or padding he can fix.
They're in poor shape. They're definitely serviceable. They could use some small tinkering. Go ahead and make a tinkering check for me. And in the meantime, we're gonna get to the other two that decided to wander off.
Wander off.
Probably like 15 feet away.
Right.
Got a
So
card.
Actually, not a
Wandered off.
card. This is a pop-up stall, what seems to be quite lavish with all sorts of different, what looks like produce and food goods. He has dried sausages hanging from the top of the rafters. You can see behind him some all sorts of herbs and vegetables and things all set up in baskets behind him, all laid out. You can see fruits, apples, and all sorts of different stuff. He has any kind of food that you can really think of, other than probably fresh slabs of meat. He's not a butcher, but he seems to be sort of a farmer like these other folk. Welcome. This isn't usually where I like to do my whole spiel, but welcome to Shazim's Magical Cart of Goodness. Kind of see him laugh and begin to, his belly jiggles a little bit. Everything is really good. I promise you that.
Oh,
You
it
want
looks
sausage?
fantastic. I've been eyeing those sausage links since we first came into camp.
Okay, we'll get you some of those.
Of course.
What cost you?
More than willing to pay.
Ah, my friend, I knew it. You seem like you have deep pockets. You, my friend, you are one large man. You probably need more sausage than him, yes?
I could eat some sausage. Sounds
What about a
good.
bushel of apples?
Oh.
Apples sound good too. Yeah.
You like
Would
cucumbers?
you...
Carrots?
Do I know
onions?
what a cucumber
Unless you do any rural farming, probably not.
is? I can. Let me just take a look at your wares first. What you have out? Is that okay? Let me get back to you.
Of course. All of my products, expertly grown. I probably have one of the most successful farms in this entire area. Promise you that. All of my products exceptional. But would you like to know my favorite?
As long as it's not a secret.
One moment. You see him lean down and begin to rummage through some things. He pulls out this small wooden box. He opens it. These are what I like to call devilishly hot chilies. You see 3 large dried chilies in this case. Now I warn you, I grow the hottest chilies in all planes of existence. Yes, it's true. And for everyone you buy, comes with one, true. Pulls out a scroll from his pocket inside of his shirt. One true resurrection spell. Because they will kill you. It is a big hit with the wizards.
Oh, how much, pray tell, is one of these peppers? How much?
For these, it means the 30 gold.
Pretty cheap for a true resurrection spell.
Can I do an insight check? Is this dude legit? Peppers, the spell, everything. Yeah.
I just come back.
Well, he's a pretty good salesman.
I come back just wearing like the sausage links, like a big like necklace. I just have like a bunch of them on.
I rolled a 13.
Seems believable. Ah, wait. Looks past you and looks you up and down. Maybe we can make a different deal. You don't look like a man of money. According to your weaponry and your size, I do have a bit of a problem that I would be happy to give you these goods, including the stroll, for free if you would help me out.
Hey, free is the magic word, my friend.
What did you have in mind? What's wrong?
Well, it's nothing too big. I just been having some problem with some neighbors. But it so happens that they're all well armed and have sent me a threatening letter and saying they're going to attack my farm if I don't leave. And they gave me a deadline.
Why do they want you to leave? What happened?
They don't really like my exuberant nature, we'll say. Chilies, invasive. You plant too many, they take over everything. I was heading to Elbodor to see if I could find some strong hands to maybe sway them. But you and your party seem to be quite strong. Capable enough.
And your farm is in Arabar?
Not too far away. A little bit to the west, almost near the river. Less than a day.
I'm gonna kind of quietly whisper to Redrick, do we have time for that?
Probably not, but this guy doesn't need to know that.
My friends, it is a true resurrection spell. If you would like it. All I ask is your help.
Could we get back to you in the morning? We probably should talk to our group first. But caught
Of
us
course.
interested.
Of course. Free chilies. Free revivify. A resurrection.
Sausage links? I'll hold up the chain.
You can take those for free. Say that's a part of it. At least the start of a deal. Yes?
Right, and just in case the deal doesn't go through, I mean, it's gonna go through, right? No doubt. But, 30 gold's option still on the table?
I like help better, but 30 gold for the chilies, not the scroll.
What if we call it 50 and the scroll?
No deal, my friend. 50 for the chilies, sure. Not the scroll. Scroll only if you help.
Alright, well, we gotta go talk with our friends. I'm sure these sausages will sway their minds. So, you're off
I
to a good
am
start.
here all night. I warn you, I am leaving in the morning, though. Yes. Heading back to the farm. Whether I go and find it destroyed and the loss of everything.
You'll have your answer by the morning, that's for sure.
Right, but I am going to follow you back to the fire because I have nowhere else to go.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Come on. What are we waiting for?
Walk and talk, walk and talk.
Awkwardly walks back.
My, oh my, what is that thing? You see him point to Ook. Nobody's going to answer me. It's a large steel beast.
Oh, that's Ook.
Ook.
Yep.
Right.
Isaiah pops his
giant-
head out from underneath one of the wagons. That's my lib. He's. As long as you don't hurt him, he's fine.
Oh, he would do well enough. Yes, help me scare away. Oh,
What?
nothing. Your friends and I had a potential deal.
Well, it's fine. Well, we can talk about it now. It's
Can we
not.
stop
Hold
making
her-
deals with strangers?
hold her-
God,
Hey,
damn.
hey, potential deal, all right? Nothing
The large
confirmed
one is
yet,
very
and
interested
we're headed in
my-
that direction anyway.
Very interested in the chilies that I have. By the way, I never said we could fill a sack if you would be willing to help me. Beside the point, you seem like a well-minded individual for the more natural things that grow out of the ground. Yes.
Oh, me?
Anyway,
Oh, I know some things. Sorry.
see, I have the fellow eye. But I have a few nasty neighbors trying to drive me off my farm. They're well armed and could use a little bit convincing. That's all I ask. I did offer one of these scrolls. I usually sell them with the chilies because they are the hottest chilies any of you will ever have in your life.
What's the scroll?
True, scroll of resurrection.
Let her take a look at that.
Take a look at it how. Oh,
Just inspect
okay.
it, verify its truth.
Yeah, if it really is
Okay.
a scroll of resurrection, I'm not doubting you.
I have all sorts of scrolls, my friend, but this one is indeed, if you do not believe me, I will let her take a look at it. Only if we agree. After she sees that it's real, you will help me.
And if it's not real, we're free to go.
Free to go.
How
Hell,
does
you
a
could be free to
farmer-
go after she looks at it. You could all you really had to do is say yes, and I would have felt confident. But now I really don't feel confident that you're going to say yes, even after I let her look at it.
How does a farmer come across a true resurrection scroll?
Uh-huh.
I've been many places. Originally from Montara, moved over here, nice quiet place.
And
Insight check.
yeah, gotta get on that.
10.
Hmm. 10.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Together.
He's sort of hard to read. He's very, very exciting to watch and listen to.
I mean, to be honest, we aren't even considering the deal unless that is what you say it is.
Fine. She can take a look at it.
I should probably mention. Do you know how we got a couple of magic scrolls before?
Uh-huh.
They only work if, like, it's something you could do normally. I don't think any of us can do that.
So it would take a holy person to cast it.
We'd still have to find somebody who can do it, yes.
Oh, okay. So then I guess sorry, this is outside of game players. I thought is that how spell scrolls go? I don't really know because I haven't really used
It has to
spell
be
scrolls
in
come
your
common much.
It has
It
to
has
be
to be
in
in
your
your-
class list, otherwise
Yeah.
you can't even tell what it says.
Really?
Right.
I thought that if it was a spell scroll you could just cast it as long as you had the level.
Well,
Or
it has to be
you
well,
class
could
list.
cast at that level.
let me rephrase that. Raw, a spell scroll has to be on your spell list in order for you to use it.
Ah, okay.
And then if it's not a level you can normally cast, you have to make a check or else it doesn't work.
Correct.
Huh. Okay.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So assuming he's not lying, it's tentatively maybe useful at best.
Yeah.
Falcon does cast Identify on the scroll if she has it prepared, which she may not, but she can ritually cast it.
She does have it
Ritually
prepared.
cast.
Ritually cast it, and it is indeed a true resurrection spell.
Who is this guy? What the
Who are these guys?
I mean, it's not a. It could, at the very least, we could sell it for somebody to do something, but it's not a bad idea. Where is your farm, and how long do we have?
And how many
Um,
neighbors?
Holy smokes, a lot of questions all at once. Farm, not too far, about a mile north. What was the other question that you had?
How many
much-
neighbors?
Yes.
What kind of neighbors?
What kind of neighbors? Angry farmers. Like I said, I grow a lot of chilies. Started to do a little bit of spreading a little bit too far off the land that I bought into a relatively pissed off neighbor's farm. More or less, granted a piece of land from the Lord of Erebar a long time ago. Sons, not too nice. About 6 or 7 of them total, if they would count some of the farm hands, but none of them have kind of approached me. But the sons have approached me a couple times and don't really like me for who I am, or my chilies.
I'm sorry. So you're growing chilies and fucking up their land with them, and you want us to go tell them to fuck off?
Well,
Eh,
we could make a deal instead of them responding violently. We could.
I've tried to stop it. I promise I tried to stop it. I just cannot control it. It just continues to grow. I don't know what to say.
Through a mouthful of sausage. Frederick is just like, what's the catch?
No catch, my friends. All I say is to be able to persuade them to leave me alone. I will try my best to clean up the chili problem that I have. I just cannot leave. I've pretty much sacrificed everything to set up this farm.
Do you know their name?
Yes.
The family?
Yes. Yes.
Care to share?
Come on.
Yeah, of course. Well, let's just say it's one of the Lord's familiar cousins. He actually owns an estate. It's what he would call an estate. I would just call it a large farmhouse. But they call him Lord Vane. And his sons, Bolton, is pretty much the gang leader, I would say, of the other ones. But Bolton and Lucidius. I think Kyrus, I've lost count.
Said they're
At least,
cousins to the Lord of Erebar.
as far as at least is what he exclaims.
Do I recognize those names?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Well, psychically also to Ren. Useful connection, maybe?
Or dangerous popping up
No.
somewhere I
Oh,
shouldn't be?
Super dangerous, but I mean, like, maybe they have something, or we can twist an arm or two.
Go ahead, David.
I got a 19. Do you
19.
recognize the names?
No, you don't.
Hmm.
Even with a 19.
No. And you said your farm was where? A mile north
Northwest, a little bit towards the river.
of here?
Indeed.
Isaiah will look to the others and be like, we're not really, I don't think. Are we interested in meeting Lord's family?
No.
It's a bit risky. Egg, you able to reach out today?
Oh, yeah, I can. A couple more times.
Maybe ask Lillian if Seelick would be able to wield a scroll of true resurrection.
Or if she could.
Well, so I guess I did look it up just more for myself, and bards can cast resurrection. It's just the 7th level.
True
This is
resurrection
true
is a
resurrection.
9th level spell.
Oh, true resurrection.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay. All right, so sorry. So you asked Lillian. You asked me to ask Lillian who could.
If Seelick.
Oh, Seelick. Okay. Yeah. Third level, I will cast sending to Miss Lillian. Hello again. This is Egg. Can you cast True Resurrection? Or you know anyone who does?
With scroll, Seelick,
With scroll.
question.
Seelick, question. Weird
5
day.
more.
That's
3
it.
more. Okay.
That's all I'm
Jesus
sending.
Christ.
Are you pooping?
Hey,
No.
how you doing?
I am quite busy. There's a lot going on here. I cannot continue to entertain your questions, but yeah, I cannot. But Cedric should be able to, yes. As far as I know, he is quite resourceful.
Thank you for your time. This will probably be last question. Sorry to bother.
I have a
I
question.
will share the information to the group.
I have a question. This entire conversation regarding the scroll of resurrection. Have you been doing this out loud within earshot of
Sure.
Dorian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably.
Just
Yeah.
checking.
I mean, you don't feel anything. You can't be suspicious or upset,
Listen,
concerned.
I'm not trying to cause any problems for your group. You cannot help me, you cannot help me. But the thing is, if you just roll up looking like you do, shiny armor, swords, they're nothing but simple farmers with, weaponry, essentially. Level armor, fake plate. Your presence enough should be intimidating. What do you say?
All right, listen, Sausage Man, you make a fair point, but but we are heading into the city, and we don't exactly want to make enemies of a lord of the city right before that.
Well, he's not a
Only-
lord.
Well,
And there's a
lord's
reason that he lives out
cousin.
here.
No, he's
Yes.
related to the Lord.
If he's this far out though, then
Listen, the veins, nothing but trouble. If there's a reason they're out there, farming and not in the city.
and
Any-
there's sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask any particular reason? Anything more specific than nothing but trouble?
Nothing that I know. Like I said, I've only been here about a few years myself. If this will sway you, and I promise this will be the last thing. Mr. Tallman, I see that ladle on your back. I will teach you how to grow chilies anywhere you want. Yes? They may not be as hot as mine, but I will definitely be able to show you.
I slowly look toward Calder and Ren with like a smile on my face.
Mile, that's not that far out of our way, I guess.
And we don't have to show up looking like ourselves.
Huh?
Ren, she's a fair hand with some makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I can tell you're on the fence about it. I will not bother you anymore. If you do not want to go, you do not want to go. That's okay. We'll continue on. I will go my way. You go yours.
Yeah, well, why don't you let us talk about it in private for a bit?
Of course, of course. I will leave you be. And he walks off.
The
Thank you for your
scroll-
time.
The scroll could be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falcon says it's real.
It is.
I'm honestly still in doubt somehow.
That might be the
It's-
only way we get Dornan back.
For good.
And I look to you, Dorna. We can still do your job. We just want you to be who you are when we do it.
This is a waste of time. We should just go.
Yeah, well, you'll feel differently when we fix you.
I mean, this could also help if we talk instead of fight or intimidate. Maybe they have something we could use.
Yeah, that was something I thought about as well. Maybe some
But-
bit of information.
Yep.
Who knows?
I would like to not show up looking like us, though, just in case they send somebody ahead.
I mean, I can make us look different, but there's only so much I can do for Redrick, and there's only so much I can do for Egg. I don't think there's any hiding those two.
If we're scaring off farmers, you don't need all 6 of us there pulling out swords and charging.
If there's 6 or 7 of them, I don't necessarily think 5 of us with me and Velkin not looking particularly intimidating are gonna do much.
Yeah, we need the muscle and the numbers.
Hey, Red. Could you do the whole body thing you did when you were in that fight?
I could try. Not with much success is the best answer I can give right now. I got it once. But even then, I mean, what, you want me to go scare them off? I had that thought too.
I was thinking it'd be useful, but then we'd also have to get you a whole nother set of...
Yeah.
Like, don't get me
And
wrong.
these ones aren't
great
holding up
abs,
too
great
well,
abs,
right?
but
Like, I probably have like a
Turtleneck.
scattering of like
Yeah.
what remains of a sweater left. I'm
Just
constantly on fire, so I don't know. It's
Human Torch.
yeah, exactly.
How does it
I'm
work?
occasionally on fire.
Yep. Look, me, Red, Egg, Calder, Ook, roll up. That's a strong front. If they don't get scared, we could talk.
I mean, we could flash a couple of, visual spells that don't do a whole lot, that kind of thing.
Oh, we could also... I could... If I prepped for it, I could at least bring Ren with us. But without them seeing. I don't know if Velkin could do that. Too. Can you hide people from sight?
Who are you talking to?
Velkin.
I don't know if she has invisibility. Good question.
Oh, let me check her spell.
I don't have her pulled out.
All right, stupid
Was
idea.
invisibility one of the things in her book that she never copied down?
It actually might be.
Yeah. I think I vaguely remember that.
I know she's got disguise self, but
Just disguise self, but that's it.
She does not have invisibility. It's in the book that she had, but I don't think she ever copied it.
fair enough.
All
Well,
right.
either way, I can bring one of you guys hidden just in case something goes down. But it could be a short stop for a fantastic tool.
All right.
Well, no,
stupid,
not that he's a tool. He's a good, seems an okay fellow. But
Stupid idea, but it's worked once before. I could, all dragoned out, go in the fields or break into the house, burn some stuff down. It's worked once
No.
before. Then someone comes in right after and they say, "There's a demon on the loose." People will get out of there real quick. It's an old tactic that everybody used to do.
I definitely believe that. But
I think we don't destroy shit
Yeah.
right off rip.
I could just be seen in the field lurking.
I also think it's better if we just all go. I don't know if we
Yeah.
need to hide anybody. Just the whole group.
I'm just trying, because if they've got contacts in our bar, get to them before we get there. There'll be even
mean,
more.
They
But,
know we're
yeah.
coming. Poe's fucking watching.
Yeah.
It ain't news. They're waiting
All right.
already.
All right, that sounds like we're all agreed.
Yeah, I think so. Even if it doesn't help with this particular situation, it would be nice to have.
As much as Castus is being a bit of a prick these days, it's worth it for him.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of time. Let's just head to Erebar and call it a day.
There it is.
Yep.
Do
It's
we
like a broken
We
really
gotta
want to
get that
take
out
him?
of him.
Not for nothing, but do we really want to bring him anywhere near this? Because he was shooting at people that were kind of friends before he was an asshole.
Who?
The centaur, remember that? With the whole.
Oh,
Shoot.
well. I mean,
And
that was a
now-
lesson
That
learned.
was
at the
more
time,
like a
yeah.
warning thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'd warn anybody anymore.
Should we just like tie him up?
I don't think that would go over well.
Nah.
Okay.
No.
Castus, you think you can keep your dick in your pants long enough to intimidate somebody without killing them? And by your dick, I mean your handgun there. Just to clarify.
Whatever.
I'm going to take that as a yes. If he does anything, I'll put him down. Good enough?
What a drag.
100%.
You stole my soul. What do you want from me?
All right. Well, sounds like we got a job in the morning. Thankfully, it's on the way.
All right. Redrick, go tell your sausage man. Well, we'll take the gig.
Listen, if I learn one thing in our bars, you don't mess with the meat man. I'm gonna go check in with him.
Wait, under one condition. You bring me back some pepperoni.
That
I'll
can be
go with him
arranged
just to
for
make sure
Prince.
he's got
No.
pepperoni. As Egg stands up and rushes back toward those.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'll go find him.
He is at his stall. You can see him, like, it seems to be gathering some stuff up for the night. I'm closing some of the baskets and stuff.
Sausage man,
Yeah. What? Yes.
we accept your proposal on one condition:
Oh. Okay.
all the pepperoni you have.
All of it.
Give me his persuasion check.
With my negative.
You're on
two.
your own.
8.
Wow. Stunning.
Pepperoni. Well, I can give you this. And he pulls out like a large stick of pepperoni.
That'll do.
You
I'll
can
just-
add it on one condition. How many are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? Is that Broody one with you as well?
Yeah, sort of in and out these days,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's over here for me. 7, 6.
7 and a bot.
7.
Chilies. Each one of you, have one. Try it. I warn you. You don't have water. Be careful.
I
They are
am
hot.
occasionally on fire. I think I'll be alright.
Ah, and you'll be fine, my friend.
Wait, is he talking about like regular chilies or like the super hot ones?
The super hot ones.
He just hands me like a bag of them.
7, to be exact. And a stick of pepperoni.
Spice and spice.
7 Carolina Reapers and a pepperoni stick.
No, no.
Sounds like heartburn.
Yeah.
That sounds like a recipe for a bad morning in the woods.
Yeah.
In addition.
We will leave first thing in the morning, yes?
First thing, yeah. Earlier the better for us, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. I will begin to pack my things now, and I will let Hal know that I will not be continuing on the travels.
Perfect.
Perfect.
See you in the
Well,
morning.
yes, I sleep here. I'm assuming Hal is let you stay.
Yeah, he said we could have the fire, I think.
Perfect.
least-
I will see you in the morning.
Alright. I'm gonna break the pepperoni in half. Just walk away. And when I get back, I'll toss the Calder. He said, best he can do is half. Just like pocket the other bag.
Insight check.
Damn it.
10.
Sleight of hand or deception, either one.
Definitely sleight of hand. 13.
Mm.
You don't see pepperoni. It's red. You never believe red, but you don't see pepperoni.
Slimy shitball couldn't even give me a whole stick. Second bite.
Oh, speaking of food, egg. I got something for you.
Oh. Okay.
You've been great making sure everybody gets fed. I know it's not always easy, and there's been some lean times, but maybe this will help a bit. And I'll hand you just a simple little leather pouch with 2 pockets. Sits right on your belt. It's a it carries food, kind of, or spices at least, herbs, seasonings, that sort of thing. Anything you know that you're like familiar with, you can just reach in, pull it right out. But
I'm just gonna immediately test it. I'm just gonna reach in, and see if I could pull out rosemary.
Yep, should come out with a nice sprig.
Yep.
It's all like real food. But it also, if you find something new, you can just put that new thing in there, and then later on pull it back out as many times as you want.
One second. Sorry. Redrick, could I have one of the chilies, please?
Sure. I mean, he gave one for each of us, by the way. I meant to say that. Here. Just toss it.
Thank you. I'm gonna take the Carolina Reaper and I'm just gonna put it in the pouch. I've just ruined this man's business.
He's just magically producing the thing he works so hard for.
Now, I should say, there's only enough for 3 meals a day, but
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
so it's got all the. I use the hide from that dragon thing we killed. That's why it's black. Otherwise, I would have maybe tailored it a bit more to your. But it's got I couldn't think of too much, but I did it for the plate I made on Calder. So it says the forgotten flavor on top. That way you can
That's
always
pretty
make
good,
sure
I
we've
like
got
that.
plenty of favor to go around. But yeah. So just a little something to help you.
Well, that's fucking adorable.
Oh,
During this exchange, can I clock that merchant?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't go very far. He just
Okay, I just want
He's-
to kind of keep an eye on him.
okay.
I want to keep an eye on Castus.
Wait, Castus is a little bit
steal
away.
it.
You know what I'm doing.
Castus is a little bit
I'm
away.
keeping
from
an
the
eye on
group,
you
right?
anyway.
Castus is a little bit away from the group or Dornan. Like
Yeah.
we have a. I'm gonna say like kind of quietly. I'll pull out one of the peppers, just like, what do you think would happen if he ate one of these right now?
Oh, please. Please do it. Make it happen.
Dornan, we got some
Um,
for you over here.
Usually the body's
Um,
reactions are living. Anyway, sorry, Egg. Go ahead.
Thank you for the pouch. He's. I'm gonna go to pull out the radiant rapier, and I'm just gonna turn it to where instead of the sword out and then hilt at the bottom, it's instead switched, and I'm just gonna hand over the sword to you.
You don't need it anymore.
Well, no, but I guess I kind of figured. I don't know. You'd want it back, maybe give it to somebody else.
I don't know that anybody else
I don't
can
want
use
to.
it.
I mean, I don't. You see, Egg is very. He's usually he's always awkward. Egg seems just very.
Yeah, he
he
is.
seems a little. He doesn't know what to do in this situation. He is
Egg.
Egg.
You feed me all the time. This is repayment for that, let's say.
Feed me, Seymour.
Just make sure my food is a little extra delicious instead of everybody else's in Cold Square.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'll put the sword away. And then I guess I'll put the new pouch next to. I already do have like a little like pouch for spices that I have on my belt. But I'm gonna put the new pouch just right next to that one for now.
Okay.
Is there a name for this, by the way? So I have something in my
He
inventory.
has it.
I called
That's
it the
it.
Forgotten Flavor.
Oh, okay. So that is the actual name. Gotcha.
Yep.
I just
Anyway.
wrote it down on my.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do for the evening as the rest of the camp begins to bed down for the night?
Yes.
Of course.
So
I'm watching him
What I
like
want-
a hawk.
basically, because I don't have to sleep, I'm just gonna stay up and wait till everyone is essentially asleep, then sneak away. For,
We've already discussed.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
and-
Sorry, dude.
I'm gonna walk away. He doesn't care. He's gonna walk away.
You're getting followed.
Okay, let me just ask this question.
Hmm?
I'm gonna type it to you.
Whispers.
Whispers. Yep.
I love whispers. Yeah, it's so much more fun to game because you guys don't know what's going on.
What are you saying?
So how about that sports ball game, guys?
Fourth ball.
Yeah.
Love sports ball.
Everybody have fun at their local elementary school.
What?
What?
Voting places.
Yeah,
Voting places.
yeah, voting.
Most voting places.
Oh.
I got a school. All right. Sorry.
Got you.
What
Yeah.
I was like, what?
If it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. But you can just say the name. You don't have to type it back.
I would say. Probably Eggvol.
What?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
You, Eggball.
Oh. Man. Oh man.
You
Wait,
picked
hold on,
right.
let me double check. Oh, okay, thank God. It's not a 1. Perception, that's a 10 total.
Unnoticed by both of them.
Okay. With no one where, want to head over to
Does
that.
the other
stall.
person on watch not get to make a roll?
Well, I actually made a roll behind the scenes of who would be on watch, and I let him choose the other person. So
Fucking A.
it was Velkin indeed.
I was going to
She-
say that Velka's a other choice.
She rolled a 9 on her perception check. Everybody, I rolled for each one of you of who would
What about
be
Ook?
on watch with Eggval.
What about
I
you?
did say I was going to have Ook watching it.
Go ahead. Okay, then Ook can give me a perception check as well.
Can I make a stealth check against that?
Sure. If you are
Ooh.
stealthing away, absolutely.
You can't let him
You
get
damn well
away.
better try.
Lucky.
Proficiency times 2 is.
Ook does not
6.
need to sleep either.
Nope. So that is a 25.
I got 25
Unless-
too.
Unless
Oh.
unless any of you want to physically stay up throughout the entire night to keep an eye on him, eventually all of you have to sleep, even Velkin. So a 25. But he fails to Dornan's dexterity, I believe that's how that is. Or we can just do rollies, whichever way you would like it. Want to roll
Well,
again?
no,
Roll
it-
again.
Nah. If he was
Rollies?
trying to look out, the tie goes to you trying to change
Oh,
things.
I didn't know that.
Or no. The
Go ahead.
one Rollies.
So
Fuck
I'm.
We'll do rollies. See if who can beat
Rollies,
it.
rollies.
Rollies.
Make it
Yeah.
fair.
it. You're gonna win that one. I got a 16.
I got 11. He actually wins.
Ook sees Dornan walk away.
He will pat whoever is on watch and point in the direction.
It would be Eggball.
Huh? What?
And Belkin, I guess, too.
Ook just like touches your shoulders strongly and then points over. Dornan no longer is.
What? Could we stop him?
Let him be.
I
Um,
love Belkin.
She would definitely do that.
We had a whole conversation.
She would
It is Belkin,
100%
though.
let Dornan go.
I'm just gonna see if he's okay. I'll be right back. And I'm just gonna go kind of like jog up to him. Hey, Dornan, are you okay?
Just getting some air.
Do you want to talk about anything?
Oh. And head back to the camp. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. Can I just ask you real quick? What was up with the thing with your hand that you were doing earlier?
Reason. Checking something.
Can you do an insight check?
It's like check. Skills. What's my skills?
I rolled a 21.
Damn it, I rolled an 18. I'm lying. Lying.
You know, things haven't really changed, right? I mean, at least with me. I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, you want to talk about stuff, or just let me know.
Gonna reach out, kind of pat you on the shoulder, just kind of very mechanically. Like, okay.
Yeah, basically. I was thinking.
Tap.
Ear.
Pat, pat.
Okay. Well, I guess don't go too far. If you need anything, holler. I guess you know the drill. I don't know.
I'll be fine.
Just gonna turn and walk back.
Okay, once
it's
he
with
is out
that.
of sight,
It's with that, so we do not divulge into any other rabbit holes tonight. I'm going to end the session.
Alrighty.
You know, I was really trying to either
Yeah.
get you guys to go or not go, and you took 7 hours to make that decision. That's where we're stopping.
I mean, if they had just been little local nobodies, it would have been 10 seconds, but
Nothing in D&D is ever little local nobodies, all right? On the road.
True. True.
Always something.
All right. Anyway, with that, we're gonna end for today. Come join us for. Oh, actually, no nights off this week because I will not be available. So, not that. Come join us next
All right.
week for our next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. We'll be following this story, continuing to see where Dornan goes and why. Come interact with us on Discord and socials. We'd love to come hang out with you guys. We got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm sure we have some wild TikToks still in the bank. Maybe, I don't know. We had a bunch that
there are a couple. There are a couple that
Yes.
have been made. Sarah made. I just had to post them.
I'm very excited to see those go up. But other than that, thank you all for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Make sure to love each other. Bye.